My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arika Galadirthan, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on in peace as the Woodland Realm. For yesterday we played as the Kingdom of Gondor, and we suffered terribly at the hands of Mordor and Harad. So today let us hope that our generals survive the coming onslaught of Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur, of course, as we have established in this campaign, are doing very, very well. However, in the last episode, we managed to defeat Camul the Easterling, save Bur Alj, and hand it over to the Dalians, the men of Dale. They now hold land south of the river running, the Carnan River, which is this one just here. So they might be able to assist us, as Dol Guldur are very powerful. While I've got you on the Woodland Realm, actually, I can tell you about another little modding change, and that is this area has changed. As many of you said, my widening of the river, which you can see here, which looks a little artificial, but meh, yeah, at least it works. It didn't work here. I didn't widen it enough. I thought I had, but I actually hadn't. So what I've done now is turn this into a vast bay area, and given this town of Bur Marlinge now has a port here. So the river's been moved and comes over there. Now this crossing I think I took away completely. So that fort now guards the entire southern side. If you want to cross elsewhere, you've got to go there. But this area has now been widened, and this has allowed a second port. So Bur Marlinge will be a bit wealthier. I've added Bur Marlinge to the list of places that Dale, Rune and Dorwinion can train ships as well, so it's all been integrated quite nicely. Another thing I will talk about, which I should really talk about in Khazad-dûm, but I'll just add it onto this one. The spread the word script works theoretically exactly how it should, and it's just completely doing my nut in trying to get it to work. So for the meantime, until we get some dedicated time to look at it, and I don't want to give Orpscrape too much to do at the moment because he's stepping into the shoes of our past scripters. He's joined the scripting club, and he's working very well for us. I'm very, very grateful for that, and I don't want to overburden him, and the spread the word script's minor. So what I have done is quite simply, when the barracks event kicks in as Khazad-dûm, you then can train the Hall of the Seven, or build the Hall of the Seven, and from that building all units will then be available as soon as it is constructed. Now, they take about 50 turns to replenish, so it's not going to have any effect on balance. It is a purely enjoyable gameplay feature and nothing more. It doesn't make them stronger than they should be, weaker than they should be, nothing like that. It's merely just a nice little nod to the fact that KD is meant to be like the standalone Dwarven faction, and like this is obviously the first mansion built by Durin, the single dwarf. And it's just a nod to also a mega nod to the Battle of Nanduhirion, as a Nulbazar, which takes place outside of Moria, and it's said that the Battle of Nanduhirion is one of the only times in recorded history where all 7 clans of the dwarves fought together. So to mark that event, that's why KD can build this Hall of the Seven. But back to our own campaign, we are defending Enethauer from Captain Lun Maz. Erumeldir is coming up from the south, and Captain Rillian is defending the town itself. And we should be alright, to be honest. I can't foresee any major trouble here. Captain Lunmaz has got 3 units of crappy raiders, and we've got elves.
Evil must not
So
be allowed to
we've already got a
day.
win. Oh, another modding change that takes effect for the Woodland Realm. I may have mentioned it already, actually. I can't recall. But Arioria, yes, I did, because I've said his name before. We've changed the textures of the elite Woodland Realm units, so you'll see that in this campaign. No, you won't, because I haven't modded this campaign. You'll see that when version 1.1 comes out. Now, the never-ending slew of... the more I've been talking about 1.1, sorry, the more questions I've been getting. Of course, when will 1.1 be out? When will 1.1 be out? What, do you know when 1.1 will be out? I know you don't normally give the answer to this question, but when will 1.1 be out? And the answer to you all, I have decided, and I openly talk about this because it just adds to the confusion it gives to you all, even though I've outright said exactly what this means many times. People still try and find meaning in it. The answer to when will 1.1 be released is, of course, 8. The answer to when will 0.52 be released was 7, so we couldn't have 7 again, because 7 has now gone. So we're on to 8. But the actual answer would be, I would really like to try and have 1.1 out before Christmas. Just because that's a nice... everyone likes a timetable, don't they? They like a deadline. And that just seems like a good time to do it. Also because we've got virtually nothing left. We're literally just waiting on this Saruman ring fix. And then I can package it all up of a weekend, and with my much faster internet I can upload it very easily, and then it's out and ready to go. So as soon as possible is the answer to the question, really. As soon as possible. Right, if they're just going to come and attack us, then screw it. We'll just sit here and wait for them. No need to rush after them, is there? They are coming for us. Right, Erimeldir, run up the hill. You're going to attack them from behind. There you go, you start shooting them, see what they do. They won't just stand there because this AI is better. Yeah, there they go, they've taken their run to that. They're moving in. It's peculiar AI though, isn't it? Very peculiar. I attack them, yes, but rather than stand their ground, they then positioned themselves between my forces on either side of this map. So rather than just stay in the middle and force me to maneuver, they walked in range of my troops for me. Seems like an odd one. Now, the reason I'm not too concerned here is because the Elven melee units are very, very good, and the Woodland Spearmen are no exception to that rule. And despite spears being traditionally more anti-cav than anti-infantry, elves are just so good it just doesn't make any difference. And we will slay these orcs like the absolute foul breed that they are. Launch. Also, I watched a video today by big_fellow1, who commented on the Gondor video about it, and he did a little top 10 video of all the cavalry in Divide and Conquer. And I have to say, I thought the video was very enjoyable. And if I remember, I'll pop a link to it in the description, actually. And you know what? I will remember, because damn right I wanted to show his video off, because I thought it was very enjoyable, and I think he gets the top 10 spot on. I would suggest that maybe 1 or 2 units might move around. Perhaps maybe the Elder Inway should be a little bit higher. I think the Elder Inway are a very, very powerful cav unit. But I firmly agree with his choice of number 1. And I thought it was an enjoyable video, so I'll pop a link to that in the description below, so you can all have a look. But it also has... I've wanted for a while now to do a little like comparison style videos, and comparing things like, rather than what's the top 10 best cavalry, I do something like which cavalry is actually the best, and not necessarily. I would add in restrictions. So which cavalry is statistically the best when money and training are taken out of the equation, like questions like that, because we do get asked those quite a bit actually. But of course, the reason why balancing is such an up-in-the-air game, and the reason why many people get their little rants about how weak units are completely wrong, is because in custom battle, I've done some editing to custom battle to try and make it more balanced, but as the Steam group is now reporting to me, that's not balanced at all. And apparently if you play Divide and Conquer multiplayer on version 1.01, if you play as an evil faction, you will almost always lose for the same amount of money that you and a good faction can train troops. So the good nations unfortunately outclass you, and the money at the moment doesn't reflect how much worse the orcs are. But that's always been a back burner. Custom battle has always been a very minor thing, just play as the good nations.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
In custom battle, of course, money isn't really an object, but more so than money, infinitely more so than money, is the issue of training time. And this is a massive issue, and this is also leads over from Age of Empires. When we were doing Age of Empires videos, and I will do some more, but it'll be way down the line. But one of the key things in Age of Empires is obviously every faction plays differently, and some factions get more units, and some factions get better versions of that unit. So the Mayan archer is cheaper, but the Ethiopian archer fires faster. So your question is, which one of those archers is better? And the answer is always the Mayan one, because more units is always better than one good unit. And that theory transfers over to DaC. Excuse me, sorry, I've coughed into the microphone. I don't like doing that. Completely as well, because in Divide and Conquer, more units will often mean better.
Dead. Without their general, they may lose heart and flee.
And this is most prominent, as I say, with custom battles, because in a custom battle, the restrictions on training are not present.
Ours.
So the Knights of the Silver Swan, for example, the Dol Amroth elite cavalry unit, they can train once every, I think it's like 20 turns, something like that. But the Rohirrim, the best unit of Rohan, for example, will be able to train once every, say, 5 turns. So for every 1 unit of Silver Swan, you could get 4 units of, I don't know, Riddermark Heavy Axemen. Like, this is obviously just for argument's sake. But that kind of theory is how it goes. So when people say to me, like, oh, the Knights of the Silver Swan are absolutely... No, do I mean that? I can't remember. I've lost my train of thought completely. The moral of the story is that people moan that certain units are really, really, really weak. But then that unit might be able to be trained quite a few times. So, yeah, people will say the Riddermark Heavy Axemen, for example, are useless against the Knights of the Silver Swan. And they're each nation's comparatively best unit. And then you say to them, well, actually, no, because you can get 4 units of Riddermark Axemen in the time that you can get 1 unit of Silver Swan. So I think the Silver Swan have probably got it wrapped up, actually. And that's a major point of balancing. A massive point of balancing. Why was I talking about balancing anyway?
The enemy general, behold,
because we were talking about doing videos of which cavalry is statistically the actual best. Oh, we've won. Continue the battle. Chase them down. Shoot anything yet. Capture at least, like, 1 more guy. Go on, go on, go on! Well in. See, they'd survived. We lost 69 elves, and we killed 627 of the disgusting filth. That is formidable stats. 238 by our Tawara Rainur and 248 by the Woodland Spearmen. Congratulations, sir. I'm starting to, unless the generals really go out on a limb, I think I'm going to remove them from the competition of Golden Sword. So in that case, it went to the Woodland Spearmen anyway, but obviously the generals unit was very close behind. But I think the generals units are no longer going to be eligible to win the award, because they kind of should be your best unit at each stage. It's a bit unfair, really, isn't it? Oh, we're 50% Elven here. Why didn't anyone tell me that? What should we get? What should we get? Archers or... Oh, we're elves. We are elves. It's not even a question. Enethauer is our most southerly region. Well, it borders Erinruinen and Enethauer both share that line, but Enethauer is actually physically more south. More southerly. Ah, Erinruinen's building a... That's why we're heading back there, because we're building troops there. And we're building a small army here to run Girishag out. But I believe that is it. So our spy can stay there.
My lord.
You can stay there. We've got map information from you, that's pleasing. Why don't you head down to Dorwinion now? Your work up here is done. Go and find out what's happening in the land of wine. Dorwinion is a strange one, because the name is said to mean land of wine. But it's not attested from Sindarin, it's not attested from Quenya, it's not attested from ancient Noldor. It isn't Westron, there's no... not Westron, Westron is English. There's no Adonaic link to it, there's no Northman link to it. Dorwinion, land of wine, is said to mean that from an actual real-life language, if I can recall properly. So we think it means land of wine, but that's taken from real languages of actual Earth. Rather than, but Tolkien does describe it as a land of wine, so it matches up, even though it's not technically that correct. We've just ambushed an army of the Shadow of Mirkwood, and the army that we have just ambushed is a pitifully weak, disgusting, filthy Mirkwood hunter rabble. I don't think I've even written anywhere in their description that their arrows have the morale damaging effect.
Wipe the blight from this land!
I should have written that in their description, really, shouldn't I? Oh, of course we can't. We're already deploying, aren't we? Well, we want to just ensure that we shoot them as much as we can before it all really kicks off. Oh dear, they're miles away. I've put up on the wrong side here, haven't I? And they're now in the trees. This has gone badly. Oh well, no, not that badly. They were doing quite well. Almost every elven arrow should be a kill, because these hunters are just pathetic. They're a slightly more interesting version of Snagger. They're basically our Snagger, but with an actual armor level, however small and pathetic it might be. We'll have a little archer off, because so far we've killed 32% of them, and they've not slain a single elf. Which is why I'm keeping it at times 4. Do say, I mean, someone commented the other day actually, and did say, why do you always leave the videos at times 6? I think you should not speed them up so much. And I'd had a proper think, and I did actually genuinely think that's the first time I think I've ever read that someone has wanted me to not speed up the battles. But it's such a habit for me. I always speed up the battles.
Only half the enemy force remains. Because
often it gets to a point where you kind of know the outcome, you just wait for something to happen, and so you wait for it by speeding it up a bit. But if it genuinely is a consensus that I shouldn't speed up the battles, I'm willing to take that hit and leave them unsped up. Oh, we're in. Close up. No, there's no need to close up, are you? You're elves. You're an incredibly good unit. Get in there before they can kill anyone as we get closer. As we come bursting through the trees. Chasing the orcs out. The orcs will now run away, but the elves are faster than orcs. So we should get an advantage. Now, over the long distance, we should be able to catch them. Oh no, this is just going to last forever, isn't it? So, go as wide as you can, go and stand in the trees themselves, and their arrows will do far less damage. I don't want to just chase them over the map. We don't have any other units to try and sandwich them, and they don't do anywhere near enough damage to us. So we'll just take it. Oh, I think we might have just lost our first man. No! There's a...
Hold it. Stay on guard.
They don't even have shields, and they're taking these hits without a single loss. Oh, we may well have done, because they keep moving down. It's normally a sign that people are dying. Oh, they finished. They're closing ranks. Close up. Defensive off. Now hit them. Can we go this whole battle without losing a single man? I think so, because as soon as we kill their captain, they're going to flee.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They're very, very weak. Mentally, physically.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Wavering.
Without him, his troops. Behold,
and it's
our
over.
Cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Capture as many as you can. Go on. We didn't lose anyone. Is there much point in capturing the rest? Nah, they're down now to the last few, but we'll get them because we were chasing them. Go on, lads. The last one. Who's going to get him? They burst after him. They're just toying with him now. This is cruel. Just cruel. They're letting him join in amongst their number.
This is it. Attack.
They're just chasing him away. And he's down.
This is a clear victory.
Shouldn't toy with your food. And they all get into lines in a really weird way. All 204 dead, 41 deployed, 41 still stand. That's why the melee, the absolute militia level orcs should never go up against bodyguards of any faction. As they're pitiful. Although being ambushed I think does... No, I don't know that for certain. I don't think it has any effect on the troop. It just gives you that strange start where you can position your forces where you want them.
Stay alert.
Although it's not that useful, to be honest. You should be a bit closer. Because then you'd be able to get a charge in before they can get into position. I think it starts you a little bit too far away. Eremeldir becomes a proven commander.
By the light of
Certainly does. He's proven himself to me.
Yes, my lord.
There are Dol Guldur returning
Without
to
question.
Bur-Alj. And Thranduil's Halls, have we trained? Yes, we have. How much money do we make? A reasonable amount. So, train those as well, just because you can. Oh, look at all the options here. Hold on, is there anything more useful anywhere? No, not really. Get a blacksmith in Torfilin. That's building Erunrun, and I could get stables. We could get some woodland horse archers out. Yeah, let's do that. Erunrun, join. Oh, that's not where I want to be. That's where I want to be. And we still got enough money to build. We could... You don't really have anything that gives money, do you? You're pretty much done. So Thranduil's Halls... Ah, neither do you, bugger. 2,870 that costs. I could get an artist studio, but it's not really needed. You get us a blacksmith then, because that gives us 30 gold a day, so... Okay, the army that we will be leaving behind will consist of... You, and that guy that's coming.
Like the wind.
The rest of you make your way out. Have you got a unit you can train? Yes, you have. Why don't you get free upkeep there? Because you've not got a town guard. That's much better way to spend our money. There we are. If you get a town guard, we'll get free upkeep there, so that will cover that. Oh, look at this place. This is bad. I'll take some of those units though, because I don't think that you're going to need them.
For the light. Swiftly.
You chase those men away.
Follow me. Like the wind.
At ease.
I tell you what, Eremeldir.
Scout the area. Sire.
Elves.
Legolas, you head up there and join
the
in with
wind.
his army.
Follow
King
me.
Thranduil, you move over and
Orders
join
completed.
Eremeldir, and then take that army. And we'll lose a bit of money, but we'll retake a town soon enough. Or we'll take a new town soon enough. Oh, and there's lots of factions now at war with each other. Cand and Mordor have just gone to war with everyone. On the 40th turn. There must be some very strange checks that someone has put in. Baron Samdi has put in. I say someone, he's the only one that did any diplomacy work. It's always very disappointing when someone comes and then goes straight away. Such promise as well. Baron Samdi is such a famed person around these parts. I don't know whether or not it's just returning to modding was too much out of his time, too much of a time hit. Whether he'd been gone so long, he'd lost most of his programs, things like that. I mean, for modding, I've got about 7 different programs I install on the computer just for the modding. And so if you lose all of those, you're behind a bit on that. Some of the techniques that we may use may have
Onward.
forgotten, possibly.
Stay on
Any
guard.
number of
Light
things could have
Elder.
happened.
Onward.
Follow me. They will not see us.
But the
in
outcome, of
forest.
course, is just that Baron did a small amount of work and left almost immediately, so we'll never know. The Misty Mountains haven't actually presented a threat at all. I think that the combined army of the dwarves and the pressure that Anduin are putting on the northern side of their realm is combining to give us some strength.
Sire. Orders completed.
I do not want Barrage falling back into Dol Guldur hands. I tell you what, actually, as well. Oh no, you're too far away, really.
Sire.
For the light.
Oh, he can't get there in a turn either, actually. Oh, but that army's spent. I want all of you to start making your way south
Scout the area.
to
Stay
Austin
alert.
Guile.
Orders completed.
You guys,
Come, my
when you
brother.
pass by. Nah, yeah, we'll be right. End the turn. The Principality of Dol Amroth. Have there been any other modding changes I can think of? No, I don't think there have. I don't think there have. We're fixing some black textures on towns, because now I know how to do that. It's very, very simple, but I had to install IWTE and work out where the block sets were stored, find them, copy and paste them, job done. Very simple fix in the end, actually, as much of this stuff often is. Istmathan. I don't really need you, sorry. The One Ring has been located in Shadoon. That's not too far away, but it's far enough away that we can't really do anything about it at the moment. Ah, bugger, he's disappeared.
Sire.
Elves.
Have you got a unit that we can merge?
Sire.
No, not really. You guys go for
Scatter
Austin
them.
Guile, you'll be alright.
At ease.
Follow me.
If you
Over
come this
here,
way,
elves.
take
Stay
the
alert.
sword one with you and the spear one will stay on defense. Ah, yes, look at that. That's just been able to retrain. Perfect. So take those two with Thranduil.
Elven warriors.
Come on.
They're useless, but they'll
Form up.
assist in one way or another. And we're still making money. Ah, but we'll be getting those free upkeep soon. 330, that's a huge boost to our income. A huge boost. But I'd quite like this map information with Dorwinion. I want to
As
find
you
out what's happening down here.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, my
Dol Guldur
lord.
have made their way so far east. So far. So far. Oh, what are we on? I've got more time yet. It's Tuesday afternoon. I'm recording this. Tuesday afternoon. I'm looking forward to playing Heroes of Might and Magic 5 on Sunday. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was as expected. When I did it originally, I can't remember how many subscribers I had. I think I had about maybe 4,000 or 5,000. It was somewhere around that kind of range. And the video got a lot of positive comments, but not very many views.
Stopping here.
And that seems to be the similar thing now. But because I'm twice as big now, the views are now twice as big. So it's reported, it has returned pretty good views. I mean, it's come back with about 1,200 that it's on at the moment, which isn't very bad. I mean, that's a great viewing stat. But when you consider that I have 12,000 subscribers, I mean, that's just under 10%. Which isn't that great. It was about 10% bang on, actually. Whereas my Gondor and things like that views tend to get between 3,000 and 4,000, which is still not... but that's the kind of drop-off that you tend to see as I've been looking around YouTube channels. No one really ever gets their actual subscriber count in views. It's always a much lower number.
Come, my brothers.
We have a chance here to completely surround and crush this Girishag fellow. And so we shall. Oh, you cowardly coward. Merge the armies together. Ruin him. This is the largest force the Woodland Realm has ever gathered in this campaign. And the full might of it is going to come down on this pathetic rabble of disgusting, degenerate filth. There is no place save for the void that orcs are welcome. And even there they will face the wrath of their destroyed and disgraced god. We don't want to fire in the fog. It's not useful for us. But a lovely sunny afternoon. Who could want a better situation for killing orcs? And killing orcs we shall do in a ridiculous abundance here, because we have got a lot of archers. In line, archers! Now, the only thing we need to watch out for, the only singular thing that could cause us any real damage here, are the wargs. So if everyone focuses on the wargs, then we'll be alright. Team 3, move slightly further forward. Team 2, come up here a bit more. And Team 1, come across there. Alright, we've got a bit of time to move, so... might as well just go with one big line, actually. Ah, they're moving to the hill. Oh, perfect. You foolish fools. You absolute stupid fools. Because if you go up to the top of that hill, we can just shoot you. Because even with that better range, we're still going to do so much better than you. Don't fire at will yet, please. I want you to target... yeah, go on then, actually. We need to get them involved. Legolas is the only one who can reach. Here they come. When they're in range, when they're in range, when they're in range, when they're in range. Don't fire at will, actually, because I want your first shot all to be against these wargs. How are we doing there, then? 75, then they stopped running. 73, 71. More! Give me more! Oh, we're down to 58. They've stopped again. And another volley, come on!
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Who can't shoot? Oh, those. They're not generals.
Victory will be ours.
How many are left now? 23. Can we get a full clean sheet before they even make it into our line? I don't think we will. No, we definitely won't. But they'll be so reduced in number, it won't do any damage. Oh, hold on, hold on. Go on, go on, go on. No, it's all over there. All right, now you can stop. Shoot what you like. In fact, you can all stop. Shoot whatever you want. This is all over. Oh, bear with me one moment. Hi, welcome back. Apologies for that. My phone started ringing, and it was upside down, and I looked at the number and I thought, oh, that looks like a number for one of the jobs that I've applied for, I must confess, or the job that I'm currently working in, because I'm half day today. And no, it turned out to be payment protection insurance, ringing me to let me know that I can claim back from any bank that I've taken a loan out from in the past 26 years. It's like, well, given that I'm 25, and I've never taken a loan out with anyone save my parents, and I'm pretty sure they didn't charge me payment protection insurance, I think I'm not your man. So, bloody annoying. But I answered it because it was upside down, and I thought it might be my place of work, ringing me, letting me know what I'm doing tomorrow. But no. Anyway, sorry, this whole video, and yesterday's gone the whole way without moaning about anything.
Be awed by the
Payment
victory
protection
we
insurance
have won
does my
here
nothing.
today.
King Thranduil the champion claims victory. Girushag dies. Did Girushag actually die? Yes, he did. Well done. Well done, lads. 131 kills goes to Woodland Wardens. They're the Javelin men. Well done. Well done indeed. Ah, no. Hinny Dower. Yeah, Legolas, you're not allowed to win it anymore. Your standard is falling over. It's got so many golden arrows hanging from it. So the Woodland Wardens can string a golden arrow to their standard, their banner. Well, really what they would do... I've been thinking about this, actually, because clearly I have too much time on my hands. When we award this golden sword, golden arrow, or even golden horse, whatever we're going to call it, in fact, what it actually is a small badge of honour that they can then sew onto the standard of each battalion. So it goes onto the flag itself, rather than actually being presented with a golden sword.
You will ruin these trees no longer.
Solid victory. Right, now, how should we divvy this up? Let's merge them all together again. So, Thranduil and the newcomer, Ceridurond.
Over here, elves.
Ceridurond.
Elves, we must give up
I don't
the
remember
road.
you. When did you come in? Oh, were you already in the army, actually? I don't know. I'm lost a bit there. And we've got how many archers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But one of them's going to be taken out. Because there's just so few of them, they're not worth really leaving, you know.
Follow me.
Oh, I'll tell you what, yeah, you go to Enethar, and you guys come to...
Swiftly.
Form up.
So if they're going to Thranduil, 3 others are going with them. No, 2 others are going with them.
Onward.
So you're going to get 3 units of archers.
My lord.
There are 2 units of spears, but 1 unit and 1 unit. Yeah, so
Elven warriors.
you take those.
Like the wind.
No, you can't. Take those instead then, because you can.
Swiftly.
Sire.
And you take 128 of them.
Elves.
And take
For the
34 of
light,
those.
swiftly.
You join with Thranduil, and those are our 2 armies. So you're going to head out into the gap.
Over here, elves.
Thranduil, you're going to pick up Captain Orthron. Was it Orthron? Or Therion, and you're heading to Ostingyle. Now, we don't actually need the gap. That's held by Dale. Ah, then there. We're going to go that way instead then.
Elves.
So if we take Ostingyle, we're then level with Dale. So that will be our their prime attack point. So, Prince Legolas, you are actually going into the Vale of Anduin.
Follow me.
King Thranduil, you're heading to Ostingyle. Captain Diadon, you're going to Enethar. And that, I believe, is that. Splendid. No one died. Woohoo! Panic over. Dale are fully reinforcing Buralj. Yes, it's finally worked. Peace and freedom will come to the lands of Ravanion. But until peace and freedom arrives, my friends, and until we speak again, that'll be all for this episode, so thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I'm Arika Galadrith, the head of Divide and Conquer, and stay tuned with my channel in general for the Khazad-dûm, who will come out not tomorrow, because I don't record on a Wednesday, but on Friday. And then, of course, Stainless Steel on Saturday, as we now are done with the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, and we now move on to the Kingdom of Hungary and the Ayyubids as we expand ever. And then, of course, in the future, we hope to drop one of these campaigns. It has to be said, I want to go back to 5 videos a week and replace whichever one finishes first with Shogun Total War 2. And stay tuned on Sunday for Heroes of Might and Magic 5. But for all of that is for the future. So for now, Navar in the Den Pedimad Melunin, and farewell.